That's it. No more holdups. I'm getting to work on Quasi Knights today. God damn it. Bionicle MoC review, as you can clearly tell. Today this is someone different. This is something that I need to get done with because, you know, I recently made this character and you've been seeing him a lot if you've been paying attention to any of my recent videos. This is Ezui. Obviously my channel partner, Ezui's self-MoC. Yeah. So, I guess we can get right into it. Story-wise, I guess I can tell you the majority of his story, because I guess I can tell you a good chunk of his story, because there really isn't anything else to share right now. But right now, he is a very powerful warrior. He is the Prince of Dragon's Nest, one of the countries that I've made in my story. Dragon's Nest, which is home to a species called Dragon-Hearted, which basically turns your character, which basically is the species has things like scales. They can make their hands become giant claws. They can breathe fire, anything like that. High heat immunity. Some of them have wings so they can fly. Yeah, he's one of those guys. Unfortunately, I do not have any examples of his dragon powers to show you, so I can't really showcase that. I mean, there's that little hint of, there's that little leather piece from Darth Vader, but that's just more of a, color thing. That's just more of a texture thing to show, like he's wearing a suit, like a suit underneath it or something. So yeah, let's start with the feet. He's got these 2 feet, which I think I painted at one point. I can't tell. They look kind of painted, but at the same time they look almost like they've just been aged really badly. But yeah, I got him from my first ever Lego set that was using Bionicle or Hero Factory parts, and that was Thunder. Leg design. You'll notice that his right leg looks very similar to Drago's because it is the exact same design that I did. The long CCBS bone with some armor plating on it. The upper leg, very simple. Don't really know what to talk about for the upper leg. His arms, obviously there's no armor on his arms, on the upper arms anyway, but he has some, like, he has these red gauntlets, you know, because gauntlet armor is nice. Yeah, his back, there's really nothing much to show because of all the cloth. Really nothing much to show. It's just, yeah, just some cloth there. Just some cloth because of his jacket, or should I say trench coat, which, you know, literally is pretty short. It's a really short jacket, that's for sure. It's shorter, so I added this waistcoat. The thing is, I was originally thinking that it was going to be fine as if they were, like, separate, but now they look like they're the same piece, so... so, here we go. If I just... Yeah, and the coat is removable. It's not like I sewed it to his Bionicle parts. It is removable, just need to take off the chain. Oop. He has good balance. I don't know why he fell over like that. Yeah, this was just left over from like an old costume that I had. It's just, you know, it's removable. Really, I don't know why I'd want to remove it. I mean, there is a reason of maybe wanting to, like, show him without it. But that's, you know, that's not necessarily important. Why would I pose this guy without his trench coat? Other than, you know, he's taking it off for battle or something. Screw it. I'm just gonna. But yeah, his trench coat is removable, and then he has 2 different arm designs because I didn't really care for the look of the arms that much. I mean, this one is supposed to look at least somewhat cybernetic because of because he's supposed to look somewhat battle damaged, which, you know, is why he has 1 horn. Speaking of, his head, it's just the Black Phantom head with a friction adder on it, so make him a little bit taller. But yeah, the waistcoat without the jacket, it looks fine. It's not bad per se. It's just he just feels really bare on the top. So yeah, I am going to cut to where he has his coat back on so we can continue the review. And we're back. So yeah, I guess I probably should have showed you guys his back looks like without the cloak, but it's really bare. There's nothing really to show. It's not really worthwhile showing it. Articulation. He's got, as I showed, ball joint at the ankle, pivot at the knee, ball joint at the hip, which is with the friction adder to add some extra, you know, friction. Oh! Forgot about this. His left leg is different from his right leg because his left leg is cybernetic. Yeah. He does not have a waist swivel, but he has an ab crunch. Doesn't go very far because of the armor, but whatever. His arms, let's see. Ball joint, ball joint, ball joint, ball joint, ball joint. He's got a ball joint at the wrist, ball joint at the elbow, ball joint at the shoulder, ball joint at the head. That's his articulation. Doom. I guess we can go over his weapons. I think that's the last thing we have to go over. Oh, wait, no. There's one more thing after the weapons, but he has 2 swords. Just a Kopaka sword right here, which is, you know, unique. And then he has this one. This is the cutting edge, believe it or not, and that's the dual side. I may as well explain. These swords have special abilities, but, you know, only one of them, and one of them, Ezui picked himself. In fact, most of the stuff on this MoC is what he picked. Yeah, the sword in his right hand, this one, is actually, as Ezui dubs it, a teleport sword. He can toss the sword anywhere he wants, and he will teleport to the location of that sword. He won't switch places, but he'll teleport to it, to where his hand is holding onto the sword. Which, kind of OP, but it's only to where he can see it. He can't teleport to a place he can't see. And this one, right here, this one has a really overpowered ability, even though it just looks like an ordinary Kopaka sword. It's one of the legendary blades, which I had, you know, that in my story there are 4 legendary blades that the characters are that the world is, you know, like they're known, like they're very powerful weapons. Drago has one, and Paragrax has another. This guy has the 3rd one, And another character that doesn't show up for a while, even though this guy shows up after that character, doesn't get... He has a legendary sword, so he has the 4th one. Yeah, this one, it's not necessarily, like, uber powerful, and it's not, like, able to burn anything it touches or anything like that. I just stated the 2 abilities of my other swords. This one can change its shape and size into anything he chooses, so long as he has the strength to wield it, and it's a blade. So he can't turn this into a hammer, he can turn it into an axe, he can turn it into a knife if he so chose, he can turn it into a ton of small knives, because, you know, like, just, you know, it's kind of like a spirit spear from 7 Deadly Sins, except the spirit spear can do stuff that this can't. This can only form different blades, while the spirit spear can form, like, a sunflower and stuff. Yeah, that's Ezui. Yeah, at least for his weapons. Let's get his vehicle. If I can find it. Oh no. Oh no, where's his vehicle? I found it. Okay, so, let's get right into it. We're gonna have to lower the camera, we're gonna have to angle it downward. Maybe that's not enough. Okay. Lowered down a little bit. Move Ezui off to the side. Yeah, he's got a little speeder thingy. It's based off of the sparrows from Destiny 2, because Ezui really likes Destiny 2, if you can't tell from the fact that he's doing a playthrough of it, and he has 3 different characters. If I can find... Who's missing his handle there? Who's missing his handle? Found it. So... yeah. It's just, you know, an ordinary little speeder. I'm planning on upgrading the back fairly soon to make it look a little bit better, using some pieces that I already know of, but this is just what I have right now, and I'm fine with how it... I think it looks fine. It doesn't look bad, necessarily. And, you know, no one's gonna be really paying much attention to the back. So... yeah. Everyone really pays a lot of attention to the front, and that's where that matters. He's got a little Prydac head and gunmetal gray. He's got some of these pieces. He's got saw blades, axe blades, regular arm, and he's got armor on it. These axles in the back that show his feet can attach. Which, hang on, I will show that off as soon as I get rid of this guy's weapons. So. Alright, after I was rudely interrupted, here we are. Let's get Ezui onto his thing. So, angle these properly, put one leg into the right position. Yeah, like that. And then do the same with this one. I can get his foot to just... There we go. Okay. Somehow he's, like, just stuck onto it with his legs. You know, not too bad. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna lift... We're just gonna slide him down like that. Lift his arms, obviously. You're gonna need to angle his legs like this. And And then put these like so. Angle him forward just a little bit. And then... there we go. I think we're good. I think. Yeah. Oh, his feet. His feet are flat. That's the problem here. Just do some finagling. So he's angled a certain way. I believe I got it. Yeah, I got it. Nice. So this is Ezui on a sparrow. Looks pretty normal to me. It looks really normal. It's just, you know, a little speeder bike. Yeah. I think that's all I have time for in this video. So yeah, I'm Drac. This is Ezui's self-mock Ezui, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys next time.